It's difficult to bring a resume of what we have talked today, and I think we have talked a lot and quite extensively. But we are all of us, and STC and all of us, we're learning organizations. I think that what it was about learning and how to engage in fragile context situations. It's rather to ask not that much what is to do, but it's a lot about how to do that. And maybe also working on fragility or working on conflict situations. We haven't maybe tackled all the issues, and I think about Markus Heiniger, who is here. What can we contribute to peace and state building? What is this link actually we could do? Is there something we can do with our stakeholders in the countries, with our organizations? Of course, I think particularly about the national societies, auxiliary role to the government. That's the official so what's this auxiliary role to governments and to states actually? And I think we have to continue to think about this and also with our colleagues, certainly. And I'm convinced we can't do it alone. So, and what does that mean then? How to work together. We had coordination, time consuming. We have no time. How shall we do that? This is maybe one moment we do a coordination somehow. Consortia maybe. Maybe is it more in future multilateral? Is that maybe the future? Not that much bilateral anymore? It's a question. Really, I don't have the answer. I heard from André, he said, forest people working together. That's a good sentence, isn't it? Yes, I think. Maybe force is a strong word, that's what you said, but I took, and courage is nice too, okay. But having a common plan, and that's what SDC does. In the past, it was not like this. It was humanitarian aid made a plan in a country, and then development cooperation made a plan. At least today, there's one common vision and plan. And I can tell you, we came far from far away. It's much better than 20 years ago. So we also have to say, hey, we did a step forward. We know that we can't separate. Unfortunately, very much funds are separated. It's even separated now in this appeal to the government. But maybe in future it will come together closer, particularly in certain situations. So very much the how and the state legitimacy, I think we can't close the eyes. Some are very much NGO-oriented. We are the best, we do the best. But we have to think, what is the state role? I bring Honduras. Honduras has privatized the health sector. Fine. Our job is to link communities with this privatized health sector. And it works. It's not necessarily the state, of course, giving a rule, but it can work. But it's to analyze, and we have to do it country by country. We can't give models that fits for all. I think we have to engage in communities, definitely. And I think also what we have to do with them is to create ownership. We have heard this. And we should also help them to ask for their rights. So human rights based, that they can express what they need, that they can link to the system in place, be it very local or regional or even national. And there is more to do. This is, by the way, my director saying this every time when he goes to the field. We have to help people to seek for their rights. And one right is access to health, of course. And also that they can engage to policymakers. What would I take away personally? Let's say I'm Director International Cooperation. What does that mean today for me? Something I took away, certainly we have to continue to exchange on that. It's maybe a beginning. We heard now, and I think Medicus Mundi in Switzerland, having more than 50 stakeholders and organizations, should push this process. So we have heard the next symposium, 2nd of November, which is good, but we somehow have to continue to learn, and I thought it's very good to break out of the daily work and exchange on these matters, even though we don't have now a toolkit available or any clear way forward, but I think everybody would take something at home. I take at home risk and security, particularly security. Security, we just had an incident in Honduras. I don't go into details. A member of the Red Cross was killed there. And the question is, what does that mean now? After many, many years of engagement, Is that a targeted thing? Is it target? Why is it target? Did we miss something? Did we involve everybody? I mean, there's a lot of questions coming up, and it can kill your operation. We may have to close. And this is part of the risk we're taking. Also, security risks that are inherent of such kind of situations. And then, of course, the financial risk we have heard. Somehow I know we have to have a long breath. Have to have a long breath means being there with our partner societies, helping, understanding, getting more involved, having these networks is also then when we are ready if anything strikes stronger, whatever it is, be it a conflict or be it a natural disaster. Nepal, 40 years presence, it was much more easier to go into an emergency situation phase after the earthquakes, being there and having the networks and being present. So it's an investment as well for this, to help in preparedness of the systems we have in place and also of the organizations. I think we have to talk more to donors as well. And maybe such round, we have of course SDC as a donor and actor as well, but it would be very good also to have other donors, be it foundations, be it the private sector, be it that they understand. It's complex, and I heard complicated. Sometimes complex is not the same thing as complicated, but it's that they understand what does it mean to work in these fragile state, complex settings, and challenging operating environments. I got 3 of them. But that's good. Maybe this is a discussion. What does it mean? And is it better to scratch fragile and use another wording? Maybe. For me, I have the chance, being of the Red Cross, I have 190 national societies worldwide. What a fantastic network. I can tell you, you have a partner. You are not an NGO looking for a partner. You have a partner. But God, is it difficult to bring those partners together under a vision, under a way in functioning. We have weak partners, strong partners, and that's the challenge of Julie, bringing that together. But I know there is capacity. I know we could do more. And my say is, we'll help you. We try the very best we can to go this way. So that's capacity building and organizational development, particularly when it comes to the movement, Red Cross, Red Crescent movement. And finally, for me, I take home beyond 2020. We have a strategy till 2020. I really ask myself, are we going to work 2020 like we work today? Yes, maybe, but we have now to think about future. And I think we will have to do certain changes, and we have to think early enough, because I think we can't continue like this as we did in the past. And it's an evolving a moment, and I think every organization has to readapt and to replan further ahead. Yes, there we go. And my last words would be, we have another national seminar that is planned, actually, that is coming up the 15th of September. There we will talk about access, that will be here in Bern, about access to health. We will have our colleagues also from ICRC coming, also from MSF again. And this is in Switzerland as well. We have realized many people have no access to the health system, be it migrants, be it the very poor ones, minorities as well. And our question is, what can the Swiss Red Cross do in that to provide access? And we'll also have, of course, the access when it comes to international operations. So I invite you, I hope maybe I don't know if there's information around, but to join to this national seminar that we will have. And my very last word would be, and that was shorter than 15 minutes, thank you to the participants, to all of you, to participated here very actively, also to the panelists. I found it a very inspiring discussions and moments, and I hope that's not the last one, so that we can continue maybe and bring something even more concretely forward. Thank you so much. Have a good way home. Take care and stay safe, and see you soon. Thank you.